Welcome back to Evolving Mail. So a while back I posted a video of the scrambler type stripes on the Jeep and the Overland, but I didn't do the hood. I don't know why. I didn't really think I wanted to, and then as soon as I got this done I was like, I should have done it. So I had it done. I got these from Don at Pixel Decals, and I just got them in today. Don also included for free another set of Overland ones that are identical match to the 3M color. These are pretty close. I'm not going to worry about them right now. It's hot as crap outside today. I've got this on the Challenger, and I'm just letting it heat up, so hopefully it's a little easier to work with. I'm not there right now. Right now I'm going to go up and I'm going to spray this with Windex because I've got wax on it and stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I got the wax off. I already did it once, but the Windex should take any wax off. I'm using a microfiber towel. So I'm super anal, so it's important to me that I get this perfect. I've got a little spray bottle with water and probably 10 drops of soap, which is more than I need. I'm going to use that to
give me that cooler.
Make this first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this up here, and I had to trim off a little bit on the sides. I'm going to try to figure out about where I want it. This is the worst part right here, trying to figure out exactly what is right, what's straight. There's no rhyme or reason to how this is, and this would be easier if I took the top off, but I've done that before.
How about even with this?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I want to make sure the end is right. I've taken the top off before, and once you break these bolts, the paint, it's never right. But I don't want to hang it over the edge, the lip. It should be, it's almost like a dead perfect match. So yeah, this is super hard to get perfect. I'm going to use some Polish ingenuity, see if I can come up with some way to.
I mean, it seems pretty even on the sticker. Why can't you?
I gotta get it. It's pretty close. It might be off by like a 30-second, but I'm gonna choose not to be any more anal than that.
You said you could use my tape.
So
you want to come check this?
Yeah. So the biggest thing with any of this stuff is make sure you're going to be happy with it, obviously, when you're done. So I feel like it's actually closer up here than down here. Can you see it? See how much I got there? Hot!
It is hot. No, I don't see what you got there.
I've got, look, see that?
Your finger's in the way.
Got that much room. You've got, you only got about a 1/16 maybe, right? No, you have more than that.
Your tape's up over there, so I think it's moving.
I pulled it up so I can adjust it. Okay, so right there, that's a little bit of white gap I got. So maybe a 1/16. And over here, we got about the same. Is it perfect? No, but if you know me, you'll know that I'm not perfect. Nobody is. So I'm gonna do another quick check. Try to pick a spot. Right about 3/4. The thing is tapered. Both come down slightly tapered, so I have to just got to try to pick a spot and live with them. Right about 3/4. it's super close. As my dad always says, we're not making cabinets. So that's that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple extra caution things here. And once you start laying this down, all bets are off and you're done. You got to get it down. So I'm gonna build me a little spine right here. Okay, now take this, we're going to pull this back. So two things I need to have handy. And of course, you know, it's got to be windy because it just can't be nice outside while I'm doing this. It's not loud. So got to have a place to stand. The winch is a bit in my way. It's super hot outside, so I gotta make sure I got a place to go. Okay, so one of the tricks here is we're going to use this soap so we can kind of move it around. Once this junk sticks, it's stuck. So two things we got to be careful about. One is not to stick it to the paint, and two is not to let it stick to itself. Because either way, when it sticks, it's done, and then it's a pain. So I'm going to spray this with the soapy water. I'm going to spray. Probably would help if I wasn't streaming it. Peel this back. It is vinyl. It is somewhat forgiving, but at the same time it does stretch. So we are going to yeah, you got that paint, thanks. Okay. So you know, it's difficult because everything's made out of freaking aluminum, so you can't really be crazy with it. Alright, so now, got this. Pull this back. Pull this up. Try not to scratch the paint. I'll do this. It is going to be covered, but you know, still, it's an expensive vehicle, right? Put this on there. Now, you're going to roll it. Try to get under it. Try to get under it. Roll it back. See, and that is why you wet it. That was the helpful wind. This is extremely not fun. In case you're looking at it thinking, oh, that looks like a pain in the butt.
You should use my ruler in there to do that. It's super long.
Damn it. I keep doing this because it's very hot.
I'd push that up more. It's closer. If you can.
So there's actually two individual pieces here. They're taped together to keep the divider between them. Huh?
So that looks good.
And like anything else, when I'm all done.
Now it don't. It just went over the ledge.
Yeah, it's so it is a little stretchable. And like anything else, when you're all done, people are going to look at it and go, wow. And only jackasses like me are going to be critical. And only yourself is going to see it for the most part. I mean, you know, it cost me $75. It's not.
You can push the middle up.
What's that? Here?
The middle up. I don't think it's cut even right there.
It may not be cut perfectly even. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I actually think it's cut with a little curve to it there, to be honest. Sure, it's not supposed to go over that lip.
Not sure of anything, Peg. So we're gonna. This is why I'm doing it in the heat, because it's gonna. This stuff does. It does stretch. So. But you don't want to stretch it because it is gonna come back a lot. So you'll get a little bit out of it maybe, but. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. What do you think? Huh? Good enough? Alright, so now.
Well, now I don't, because this part is going over the ledge, but that one's not. So, I don't know if you want to.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
That's fine right there. Now they're even.
Pull this tape up. I'm going to.
Take this off.
Yeah. Lift this up.
I mean, it looks almost perfect now, to me.
Okay. So, same thing. Wet the crap out of it. And then peel. Trick here is you want to try to stay kind of low and flat. Pull that.
I wasn't pulling it. I wasn't be the one to carry it.
Hold on. Okay.
Pull it.
Just, you know, trick is don't get too greedy. But you can't be a pansy about it. You got to go for it sometimes. I'll just try to. Just putting a roll down shingle on a roof recently, and I did the same technique. So,
I see it looks pretty dry down there.
calves are on fire right now. work from the center out. Try to get the bubbles out. You'll probably always have some kind of bubble, and I don't care who you are, even factory, you know, you'll get a piece of crap, dust or something, and it just happens. You can go back afterwards with a little pin and pop it.
It sprayed me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
camera.
foam.
Sorry guys, it's 3D. You can go back afterwards, but I mean, you're gonna get dust. We're not in a clean room, you know, or we're outside like a couple of rednecks doing this thing in the driveway, and you know, there's only so much you can really do. If you want it done professional, get it done by a professional. If you enjoy,
which we did, $500 professional dollars.
Yeah, I paid $500 professional dollars for the stripes, and they're not perfect. So
yeah, they're not perfect.
After turning the camera off so I could cuss and yell a little bit, I wasn't too bad, was I? So we had to trim the front of that up a little bit because it wasn't right. This looks right down here, and I didn't want to make this, change this to make that happy. So we had to trim it up. It's not perfect, but it's all right. It's got crap everywhere from sticky stuff and paper. So I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna try to let this dry and adhere for about an hour or so, and then come back and take this tape off. See what it looks like after that. But just trying to make sure I ain't got no last minute bubbles. Very hard to see because it's so bright outside.
I don't see any.
I had one right here, but I think it just caused it. So I think it's pretty good. This tape is on here brutally. Which ain't really helping a whole lot.
Probably gonna come off easier when it's dry.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I didn't just do something stupid a second ago. I'm super impatient, and I'd super like to get it perfect, but you know, off now, obviously. I can't see underneath the tape. That's what's bothering me. So I can't tell if it's got any bubbles or not. And so I was trying to get the tape off. Normally there's a layer on top, and I would always let that sit, but it's not usually tape. Genius artist wife here.
You're pulling up the yellow.
Botox. You can do it, you just gotta kind of stay as low as you can.
I don't know that that's helping it.
Huh?
That ain't helping it. It's making my fingers slip.
And of course we're moving the vinyl because I'm doing what I said I didn't want to do. As long as the vinyl stays put, I can make it work. To be honest, I'd almost rather it had been two different pieces. I could have sprayed it down and moved it around.
I'll let you hold the vinyl.
Critical part is just making sure I've got the gap between the two colors. Doesn't change. Like that. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but the vinyl is very, very easy to...
I think it's good.
There you go. So if you've ever tried to put a sticker on a car windshield or something and you just don't, you do it dry, and sometimes you have to do them dry because they're crappy stickers. Well, you know that you stick it on there and you're done. It's a one and done. And keeping the top wet lets it slip while you push the water out of the bottom, right? So, and you're not scratching it. Like if you're using a credit card or something, you're not going to scratch it. We've got a mound of pulp right there because we were using a piece of paper underneath of it to cut.
You might as well measure it.
Huh?
Might as well measure that.
What?
That gap. I'd say it's wider at the bottom.
Yeah, it is. Because I moved it.
You schmooved it?
I schmooved it.
Is that like schmeezing?
It's like schmoozing.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Being anal.
Well, I'm gonna be in the living room while you're... It's a piece of hair.
Where? Yeah. Somebody's beard hair. Oh my God, will you come off?
Spray it. Pew, pew. Oh.
Crap. It's like things like a piece of corn in your teeth.
Oh. Was the...
Yeah, that nice one.
There's one on this side too, in front of the plastic.
Where?
On this side. Yeah. Keep doing that.
Okay, so it wasn't perfect and it was driving me crazy. So I had to do something about it. So anyway, I'm gonna show you what I did. So it was uneven, and I tried to even this up, but get a good space as much as I could. And I took an X-Acto knife and very gently peeled up the part that was less than perfect. So let me take it off and see what she looks like. I'm going to take off, because I can handle not being totally perfect, but I can't handle totally screwed up. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, because before this was really wavy. It was like waving all crazy. So I got in there. I don't think I cut through anything more than maybe a little layer of clear coat, but I don't think I even did that. So I think it looks pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it's gonna work. So there you go. That is the completed project. We've got the Scramblerized Jeep done now, Gladiator, and anyway, I got it right. I was inside just like scratching my head, kept thinking about it, and I just had to get it. I had to get it looking good. So I'm pretty happy with it now. Pretty sweet. So anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for checking me out. As always, hit like hit subscribe, please, and come back to Evolving Mail. Appreciate it. See you later. Bye-bye.